back, part two. So we've got everything set up, everything's plugged in. I put 2 buckets of sand in here. You'd have all 6 in there, and then be about halfway up to the sides. On the buckets, if you get them and they're less than 3/4 full, let somebody know. We may need to make some more sand. This is a special sand called kinetic sand. We mix in some oils and stuff to keep it to stick together a little bit better, so that it makes nicer hills and things like that. So once you've got everything put together, you're going to turn on the computer. So the on button is up underneath. It's all black when you get it, so it's a little bit hard to see, but once you press it, all these lights will come on. You'll know it's on. Second step is to take the projector remote, which is usually velcroed to the side of the projector box over here. And you're going to turn on the projector with the on button. It's just aiming at the projector and turn it on. It's going to take a little bit to turn on, maybe 30 seconds. The other thing that's velcroed to the side of the computer, or the projector box, is this wireless keyboard. You're not going to need this unless the wireless mouse that's in the computer bag is dead. Then you'll have to use this trackpad to move the cursor around. Hopefully not. It's really kind of not very easy to use. There's an on button to turn that on. If it's dead, there's a USB, and that's actually what this cable here is for, if you need to charge that. You can also charge your phone if you wanted to plug it in there, I think. So we're not going to use that. Everything's on now. This is how it should look if everything's plugged in right. Monitor shows your desktop. This is a Linux operating system, so if you're familiar with that, good for you. If not, it's pretty much like Windows, maybe a little bit trickier. And then the projector should be projecting the same thing down onto the sand. So we're going to take the wireless mouse, make sure it's turned on the back side, off, on, make sure it's on. On the desktop, we're going to move to this icon in the center of the MSPS icon or logo. Double click, and we're going to hit run. Alright, so it should be as easy as that. Sometimes it's not going to do anything. In those cases, all you have to do is come up to the connect connector, this one with the K, unplug that, plug it back in, try running it again. That'll fix it 75% of the time. The other 25%, as with all IT stuff, just turn everything off and turn it back on again, and it should work. Alright, so that's all there is to it. Once it pops up like this, now you're seeing the stuff on the sand. Everything should be moving around like normal. Hold your hand above the sand about a foot or so to make it rain. Should see the water run down into the low spots. Everything should be good to go. Couple things. In order to shut it down, you're going to take the mouse again. Now, this time you're going to right click and hold down and go to Virtue System, and then keep holding down the right hand mouse key. Now towards the bottom it says Quit Program. And then in the lower right hand corner, or lower left hand corner, or upper left hand corner if it's turned sideways like this, you're going to click left click now, quit, and then shut down or restart or whatever you want to do with the computer. Similarly, if you want to just do a restart to try to get some troubleshooting done, I'm going to just cancel that. If your contour lines and image on the sand isn't very clear, just like any projector, underneath there's some adjustment here. So you can reach your finger way up in there and move that focus in and out to sharpen up your contour lines if they're a little bit blurry. That's really all there is to it. So when you clean it out, there's a dustpan and a little broom that you can use to get the scraps out, but just grab one of the buckets and start scooping them out by hand until you get down to that point. It's a little laborious. The whole setup, the whole thing works better with 2 people. Carrying these 3 buckets and all these pieces and then filling it up and putting everything together really is a 2-person job. So you can get it done with 1 person, but you got to expect that you're going to spend a good half an hour setting it up. Again, once you take it down, fits well in the back of like a 6.5 foot box. My tonneau cover actually still rolls over the top of it if I put the base down, wheels up. and then slide that all the way forward, put the buckets inside of those legs, and then slide this box in behind it. Fits pretty good. Also fit in a RAV4 or a CRV or a small SUV. Anything bigger than that, it'll be just fine. Any questions, you can give me a call, Chris Amborn, 651-485-9876, or you can email me or email Preston Dowell. Get a hold of the person that you got it from. So, pretty easy. Appreciate your volunteering to spread the word about land surveying. Good luck.